Hello, and welcome into the summer edition of Lubbock ISD Today, presented by Lubbock ISD TV. I'm Sarah Rose, now a senior from Lubbock High. On this edition of the show, we reflect back on some of the great stories we did on our career and technical education classes during the school year. CTE classes are great hands-on classes that get students job ready for the real world. And we start out today's show right here at the ATC with a class that is building our future.
Get me excited about your program.
Okay.
Go up and the full process of it is pretty cool to watch.
This is going to give you the hands-on experience. You're going to get to come out and have fun. It's going to be cold some days, it's going to be really hot some days, but it's always going to be fun. It's always going to be, I hate to use the word educational because that just makes it sound like the rest of school, but it is educational. It's just in a whole different aspect from sitting in your history class.
You do it, you learn actual skills from it, and you'll take away from it instead of just having a class that you don't like, but it's really enjoyable.
Yes, I know I've actually been partnered with several students who have worked with me in the field after they graduated here, and I know of quite a few more that have gotten jobs out in the field that are still working to this day in the field.
And keeping it here at the ATC, just down the hall from our construction class, they say when duct tape fails, weld it. And we have a pretty special welding program here at the ATC, led by some great alumni of the program.
I started my sophomore year, so that was 2015. I started with the welding program.
From Emily, the high school welder, to Miss Munoz, the welding instructor, Ms. Munoz proves the power that CTE programs can have on students who attend the ATC after she accepted a teaching position in 2021.
You know, we kept contact there, like we're family in there, so that's the main thing. They kept contact with me and they ended up calling me. I prayed about it and it's a good plan. God's put me in a good place.
The ATC provided Emily the opportunity to explore and specialize in the field of her choice, later providing Ms. Munoz a career to further pursue this opportunity. Similar to Ms. Munoz, students in LISD, you should take advantage of the CTE programs available for you because they will help you succeed.
This is open-minded. You know, I teach, but I also learn at the same time with my students. That's the best thing about it. It's a playground every day and I love it.
That story was by Hannah Gilchrist. Of course, here at the ATC, we have dozens of classes ranging from medical to law, technical to automotive. We are so lucky to have this campus. Of course, this year, we debuted our new AgriSTEM building. Our own Elena Lucero and Aubrey Noble set out to find more on this new campus.
Unique classes give us the opportunity to deep dive into job pathways that we find interest in. And at the AgriSTEM complex, our very own Mr. McKinsey takes us into the world of food processing.
We're able to take full carcasses in and have students understand the mechanics and the anatomy and the muscle and meat biology of what makes those animals what they are, and able to break down a full carcass into primals and specific retail cuts and really translate that to what they see in the grocery store.
We have so many great programs there. And speaking of a great program, did you know our floral design class has an adult floral night? Assyria Lara has all the details.
You're going to take those off because otherwise...
With the weather warming up and the spring season flowering, there's no better time to grow your creativity and sprout up a new hobby with the floral design class led by Miss Cassie Sanders.
Floral design is very fulfilling because it allows you to be able to create something that's artistic and beautiful. Going to an event like this and being able to leave with a hands-on project that you've created is definitely a benefit. So the classes are $50 and we create a $50 arrangement and we fill to value. So the arrangement that they walk out with is a $50 arrangement.
This class is available to people of all ages and is used as a fundraiser for the floral design program at the AgriSTEM complex for Miss Sanders High School students. But you don't have to be a high schooler to be a student and to learn a new skill.
I love to arrange the flowers and learn the different techniques that she's teaching us, because I think that it's easy to just do the same thing over and over, and so it's nice to learn new things. I just love flowers, and so I enjoy coming here tremendously, and so I try to come every month.
It's important to exercise the creative side of your brain every now and then. So let's all go make something beautiful this month.
Learning lifelong skills, that is a beautiful thing. A big part of being in a CTE class is getting certified so that you can get a job after high school. And this next story shows a school that has their students thinking about the future.
When I grow up, I want to be a zookeeper so I can take care of animals.
I want to be a heart surgeon. I love how the heart operates.
A lot harder than it looks, isn't it?
I would like to be a doctor because I can help people.
I would like to be a marine biologist when I grow up.
I want to be a lawyer.
I'm going to get an education.
I'm going to get an education going to medical school.
And I'll get my degree.
All of our CTE classes are so great. And if you're a student or you have a student in Lubbock ISD, tell them to go talk to their counselor about joining a CTE class. Now, they say it takes a village to raise a child, but to get students to the ATC from 5 different high schools, you need a village of bus drivers. Hunter McKenzie has this fun story.
Each and every class here at the Bayard Martin Advanced Technology Center is unique in their very own way. But many people overlook the unsung heroes that bring many students to and from their respected high schools. And what do they do when they're not driving their bus waiting for the students? Well,
what are you doing here right now?
Just playing some cards. Killing the time waiting on the students to come out.
So, is this a pretty competitive table here?
It gets that way sometimes. It gets that way.
They gather here and happily spend their time playing cards, here at one of the tables in the front office. Now here's some insight from Miss Betty Smith.
Well, I look at it too as if you want a job, you want an adventure. This is the job. Because the kids makes it different every day. There's something that happens, some good, some bad, with the kids, and I enjoy it. I always just tell everybody that if they're looking for a job here, there's a couple of things. You need to love the kids and have patience. Those are the 2 main things you've got to have if you want to be a bus driver.
Yeah.
It's been a good one for me because I love the kids. That's what I've started this job for, is because I really love kids. At first, I wasn't sure that I was going to enjoy it too much. But after the first few weeks and I got into it, I really did enjoy the job.
Yeah.
And it's been a good one.
The laughs and the fun, but especially their competitiveness on those card games is so fun to see. I personally want to say thank you to our amazing bus drivers that get us here safely every day. And still to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, we continue to showcase some of our great CTE classes as we head on over to our high schools to show off their programs. But first, did you know that there are CTE classes in our middle schools? Yeah! Our students get hands-on learning experience at a young age, and you won't want to miss those feature stories coming up next.
LISD TV will return after this short break.
Here in the afternoon class, we do everything pretty well. And honestly, I don't know how Sarah always keeps her composure.
Hey, I'm gonna go get something off the printer really quick.
Okay. Wow, I wonder how she can keep her calm.
This is bad. This is very, very bad. This is gonna blow up and be terrible. Okay, I need to work out.
But I guess we'll never really know what goes on inside of her head. Yeah, that's worse than I thought.
This CTE month, we are focusing on our future generation. So we asked the home of the Broncos what they want to be when they grow up.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher. A teacher. A teacher. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a Spanish teacher. To teach kids how to read. So I can teach the kids and go to college and graduate. I just think I would be a great teacher. A doctor. A doctor. People deserve to have medical health.
A vet. I love animals and I like to help them sometimes. I want to be a reporter. I like writing a lot of essays, and so I feel like if I put my work into my essays, I can put that on paper and report it to everybody.
So there are CTE pathways, and this one is the architecture and construction pathway. However, I always tell students that regardless of whether they go into a related field or not, the skills they learn in a class like this can follow them for the rest of their lives, because, you know, even if it's something as simple as not having to call a plumber to fix the leaky faucet, or not having to call a carpenter to fix the cabinet door or whatever. So we have all the power tools and equipment that you see here. We have lots of portable power tools. We have lots of hand tools, CNC equipment, anything you can think of. We can build projects and teach kids how to use what they have to make what they need. So anyhow, I'm going to take these. Students have gone into the workforce. We've got lots of productive citizens coming out of this classroom.
And thanks to Mr. Berg, he will continue to keep the CTE program thriving at Hutchinson Middle School.
It's going.
And welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today, our Career and Technical Education Classes edition. As we continue on with the show, we want to thank all of the teachers and administrators that have allowed us to come and tell stories on all of our campuses. And we're going to pick up right where we left off. But at our middle school campuses, we had a great visit to 2 of those campuses, and we'll start at Evans, where Mr. Helton has his students learning at a fun pace.
One of the things that I love about CTE at the middle school level is that kids get to explore. They get to get a little bit of a taste of every little thing that they might be interested in, so that when they get into high school and it's time for them to start getting a little bit more specialized, they already know what they kind of like and what they don't like. So that's why middle school CTE programs are so vital.
3, 2, 1.
Probably cutting and building and designing the things we want to build, and kind of making what's in our brain and making that idea come to life.
2, 1.
CTE is important for all students, but especially middle school students, where they can learn what they like and what they dislike, and even get hands-on learning. It's a really good opportunity for these kids.
2, 1.
I can honestly say those were fast. And now let's head on over to the home of the Cougars. Irons Middle School has a fun robotics class that challenges students to think outside the box. Let's head on over to Slide Road for more.
Here at Irons, I run the engineering department. We have engineering 1, 2, and 3. I also am the leader of the Cougar TV, which is our video announcements that we do twice a week. We're doing aerospace, robotics, architecture, structures. We'll do rocketry.
I need for you to close your Chromebook screen. We forgot this. There are different papers that have different lines.
Just a little bit, give them a little taste of several different engineering fields, just to give them an idea of what they could do in the future.
Huh? Help with lift.
That would be such a fun class to be in. And now we head on over to our high schools. Each school offers a bunch of cool things, but some would say these next 2 stories are a cut above the rest. Let's go to Lubbock High to check the first one out. I will never forget sitting in that chair and letting my fellow Westerners cut some of my hair. That was awesome. I even went back to have them do my hair for prom because I just loved it so much. And next up, we head on over to the Big E as Raymond Ford shows us a class that is about hands-on learning and communication skills.
Like every high school in our district, Estacado has excellent career and technical education classes.
Okay, I teach forensics science here at Estacado High School.
If only I can open it.
These CTE classes are all about hands-on learning, giving students the tools that they need for an excellent career.
Today we started our unit on learning how to dust fingerprints like we would at a crime scene.
I think this one's special because the whole class collectively agrees that this is a fun thing that we enjoy doing, which is really hard for teenagers, I think, to agree on something. But we learn something new basically every day.
If you want to take an engaging and exciting class like this, talk to your counselor today and have a happy CTE month.
I don't know about you, but I think it's so cool that we have these amazing programs in our schools, and I'm so glad that Lubbock ISD supports career and technical education. And speaking of cool programs, we have more to come on this edition of Lubbock ISD Today, as we come back to the ATC and showcase more of our amazing CTE programs, like our computer maintenance program. So stay with us. Lubbock ISD Today, the career and technical education. We'll be right back after this.
Okay, so I teach medical terminology, pharmacology, and pharmacy technician. And currently the class that is here is my pharmacy technician class. It's made up of seniors. It's a senior practicum class. It's a block class. The prereq to take this course is health science theory and pharmacology. I guess one of the joys that I really enjoy about teaching is that when you see the student conceptualize the concepts that you're teaching and they get that aha moment, like they get it. And then they start to make all these connections and they have this almost like a network of the information that we have connected by certain ideas, and it's just really nice to see that. So another wonderful thing about the pharmacy technician program is that Lubbock Independent School District covers most, if not, I would say about 85% of all the fees so that our seniors can get certified through the Texas Board of Pharmacy, which is really beneficial. Once you get this career, it's a very nice job to have while you're working and going to college. Working in the hospitals and at United, they will give you what they call a PRN schedule, which just means you work as needed.
2,759. So every child, every day in Lubbock ISD means that from the time children start with us in pre-K until the day they graduate from high school, every child has the opportunity to access high-quality programming that will prepare them for their future and so that they can be successful as adults.
At the Byron Martin ATC, they are known for their career and technical educational classes. But now, they have a new piano class.
Piano. I played the flute in middle school, and it's the same reading for sheet music. So
it's creativity. Okay, I believe it's important to encourage students to explore other areas that they're probably not aware of.
I definitely look forward to it from whenever I get to school, even waking up. And I think people should come take this class because it's definitely a way to explore your skills.
One note and one key at a time. Students improve their memory and build good habits with the piano class. This is Lubbock ISD TV. I'm Jaden.
So I'm going to be teaching digital audio production in the 2024-2025 school year, and we're going to be learning all sorts of facets of professional digital audio career path, essentially. And another big part of digital audio is being able to run live audio in terms of running the mixers, being able to balance signals from multiple different inputs, whether that be instruments like drums, guitar, vocals, piano, to spoken word, people talking, giving presentations, being able to balance all of those. And so I want to be able to share that passion with some students, and hopefully from there, they want to pursue a career in the digital audio realm. I've met so many interesting people in this field, and I would love to be able to show my students what it actually looks like, who these people are, have them teach you guys some stuff about digital audio in the real world.
Welcome back to Lubbock ISD Today, the Career and Technical Education Edition. We were busy this year telling some amazing stories. In fact, we went and visited every Lubbock ISD campus this year, and we really loved it. And of course, you can see every one of our amazing stories from all of these campuses on our 32 editions of Lubbock ISD Today, our award-winning show, on our website, LubbockISDTV.com. Just click on Programs and find Lubbock ISD Today. And with that, let's get back to our stories. This year, we held a local Skills USA competition here at the ATC with a prompt of career and technical education. And we start with Mai and Elena Lucero's video that we submitted.
Look at all of the options that we provide. Look at what you're interested in doing and let us help you reach your goals.
Lubbock ISD offers 13 different career tracks, including animation, architecture, Ready, Set, Teach, welding, electrical, health sciences, automotive. Incoming and current high schoolers, make career and technical education a part of your high school experience, and have a happy CTE month.
I loved getting to watch that back. We did that in part of our competition, and we're so fired up to compete again. And another video that was submitted on that same day came from Jaden Gonzalez and Sienna Vela. They had the same prompt as us, but took a different route. So let's check it out.
At the Byron Martin Advanced Technology Center, CTE students are able to learn workforce experience through our programs.
Programs, I think, is very helpful for students to establish and get the groundwork as far as what career they want to get into. We can push college to a lot of students, but here at the ATC, we push students to go into a career.
Students don't just attend the ATC for their classes, but for the bonds with each other and their teachers.
Here at the ATC and with our CTE programs, our programs are established for students to come out and have fun, do that hands-on work.
CTE can help develop students' initiative to progress for their future. And personally, me, I know what I want to do. A weatherman, that's right, you guessed it. And this is what CTE has done for me.
Of course, CTE month was back in February, but the difference that these classes make lasts all year and even a lifetime. And here at the ATC, our award-winning computer maintenance teacher has been making an impact on his students from every single day to now.
What is your class, and basically, like, what do they learn from here?
So I teach computer maintenance. Computer maintenance is where they learn basically how to, the parts of the computer, what's in the innards, how computers work, software, and how to troubleshoot all those things to help others. The skills that they learn in here are valuable to any field that you want to go into, including audio-video production or anything, because everything uses IT. No matter what you do, you're going to have to be able to troubleshoot your own devices to make sure that you're able to continue to work and do your own thing. So as long as they have the basic troubleshooting skills and knowledge that they need to go out and be productive in whatever job they go into, that's what I'm really looking at. So it's just the job skills. You know, there's some things that work in every job. I mean, be a good person, you know, commit to something and follow through. I mean, those are other things that we learn in here that as long as they finish and they walk out of my classroom with those basic things and become productive humans, then we'll be good.
Great work by Jane Gonzalez, and sadly, that's going to do it for today's show. We're all so grateful for all of our career and technical education classes. Now, the summer break, we want to remind everyone that all summer long to see Lubbock ISD Today, the feeder pattern editions, as we share stories from Estacado, Talkington, Lubbock High, Coronado, and Monterey feeder pattern schools. But until then, we hope you stay happy and healthy, and as always, creative and confident.
This has been a production of the students and staff at Lubbock ISD TV.
2 years ago, I started Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America here at Estacado. It stands for FCCLA, and that gives students a chance to compete at the state and local level, and they even have a chance to go to the national level, and they can win scholarships. It's just a really good leadership opportunity for students to be in as an extracurricular after school.
Get a box with different things in it: meat, starch, a vegetable, and you have to make a good meal for your judges. So you get like 50 minutes to cook, 10 minutes to write out what you want, and you have 15 minutes to clean up.
Cooking is a skill that you're going to need your entire life, so having these kids set up for something that maybe in 40 years they'll remember something that I taught them or a technique that I showed them, it's just really special.
Be when you grow up? What do you want to be?
A teacher. I want to be a singer because I always sing at home and I love singing.
A police officer so I can save people's lives.
I want to be a police officer so I could go to the academy and then maybe if I pass the academy to become a police officer.
I want to be a pediatrician because they could work with little kids.
I want to be a chef because I've seen so many cooking shows and that kind of encouraged me.
I want to be a police officer.
I want to be a teacher when I grow up. Whenever I want to grow up, I want to be a teacher.